Instant Pot oatmeal is a completely hands-off method for preparing creamy, perfectly cooked oats. Hi everyone, Kristen here. As someone who suffers from a chronic disease, I believe homemade is best, but it doesn't need to be complicated. When it comes to breakfast during the week, you will often find my family eating oatmeal. It's full of whole grains and fiber and nutrients, and it keeps us going for hours. And it can be prepared in a million different varieties, so we never get sick of it. Well, one of the ways that I love to prepare oatmeal is using my Instant Pot. I can place some oatmeal in my Instant Pot, and by the time I've let the dog out and my coffee's brewed, breakfast is ready and waiting. So let's get cooking. First things first, we're gonna place a trivet inside our inner pot. And then we're gonna pour in 1 cup of cold tap water for a 6-quart Instant Pot. Use 1.5 cups of water if you have an 8-quart Instant Pot. We're gonna cook our oatmeal using the pot and pot method so that we can add milk to our oats to give it a nice creamy consistency. Plus it boosts the calcium and protein, and it just makes it a more filling breakfast. Now when it comes to your bowl, you want to use a 7-cup stainless steel bowl of some sort. You can even use a cake pan if that's what you have. You don't want to use a glass bowl, even if it's labeled heat safe, as it probably isn't safe enough to use under pressure, and you don't want to deal with a cracked bowl and ruined breakfast. To my bowl here, I'm adding in 2 cups of rolled old-fashioned oats, 1 cup of water that I'm adding, and 2 cups of milk. You can use any variety of milk you like. Today, I'm using almond milk. I'm also adding in 1 tablespoon of flax seeds here. You could use ground flax seeds, but I really like the texture of the whole flax seed in the oatmeal. It just gives it a nice little bite. And the flax seed is just gonna add some fiber and some nutrients. It's totally optional though. We're gonna give that a good stir. Now that's it. I keep my oatmeal really plain. That way each person in my house can flavor it up the way they like it. Sometimes we do peanut butter and banana, sometimes we do maple syrup and cinnamon, sometimes we do peanut butter and jelly, and sometimes we do chocolate chips. The options, like I said, are endless, and that way we can change it up each day based on how we're feeling, and we never get sick of eating oatmeal. So we're gonna place our stainless steel pot here right on the trivet inside the Instant Pot. No need to cover your pot here. And then we're gonna place our lid on our Instant Pot. Make sure your vent knob is pointed towards sealed. Now to cook oats, you want to cook for 3 minutes on high pressure. To do this, press manual or pressure cook, and then use the plus or minus buttons until it reads 3 minutes. If you were cooking quick cooking oats, you would only need to cook for 1 minute. Once the cooking time has elapsed, you do want to let pressure release on its own for about 10 minutes, and that way the oats can finish cooking and absorb the liquids and just keep their nice creamy texture. After 10 minutes have passed, it's time to wake up the family and eat breakfast. You want to open up your Instant Pot, and the oats have absorbed all the milk and they're nice and creamy. So you want to carefully remove your stainless steel pot from your Instant Pot. And now for the fun part. You can dish up your oats and top them with whatever you like. Today, I'm gonna slice up a banana. I'm gonna drizzle with some honey, and then add some chopped walnuts. And I'm going in for a bite. It's still nice and warm, and it's super creamy. I just got a little taste of that honey, which was perfectly sweetened, and really it couldn't be easier to make a healthy breakfast using your Instant Pot. But if you like steel cut oats, be sure to check out my next recipe where I walk you through how to make Instant Pot steel cut oats. Until then, happy cooking.